Hi, Bill. What's going on?
Life, baby. Life. Listen, has the RNC sent that $2 million we requested for Stewart's campaign fund?
The funds were wired this morning and deposited in the account.
Great news. Lots of expenses need to be covered. Yeah, I'll send you a list.
All right, where are you?
Heading to the airport. You got a short trip to Lake Charles for the weekend.
We want to go to Vegas.
Who is that I hear with you?
Let me guess. More of your nieces?
You know me so well, Helen. So many nieces, so little time.
Have fun.
I always do, baby cakes. What would I do without her? All right, you guys want to go to Vegas? We'll go to Vegas.
The Bellagio, please, Mr. Sagal.
Yes, the Bellagio, Mr. Sagal.
Hey, Sebastian, change your flight plan.
We're heading to Vegas.
Are you making me chase you around this morning with your coffee, Stuart?
No, baby, no. No. No, no, no. Baby, I am on a high wire act doing this rare combination of dances on the Texas stage with the skills of a sharpshooter and that of an aging political whore, might I add. You see, the people of Texas are in awe of this grandeur that I wear like a halo upon my head. Notice that you are too, by the way. And if everything works out, and I know it will, then you are looking at the king of Texas. Give me some sugar. Mwah!
My word, you sure are something else this morning.
Tim Bay? My office.
You're coming, Mr. Siegel. I'm coming.
The one sitting is my nephew, Stuart Sagal.
Stewart? And where did you get this from?
Probably from the same $2 horse sitting on him. She knows who he is, and she knows he's running for governor.
And how much money does she want?
Nada. Nothing.
He's a lousy Republican and a son of a bitch to boot.
She said.
Well, that's a strange reaction from nothing more than a quickie. So why have you called me here?
I need one thing. Very soon.
Honey?
What?
Hello, Meg.
Here. And tell me if that bimbo ex-wife of yours has got anything on me.
Extremely hot,
So,
Meg.
Tim,
What?
I've got your life in my hands. Lead poison, rat poison, and that's if I don't shoot you in your sleep.
Of course you could better. You have a lot of other nice talents, too.
Go.
What else can I do to help?
You can set the table for 4. Jill and Carol are here. They're joining us for dinner.
Oh, the girls are here.
Move.
All right.
You need some serious research done on Texas politics. You need to think about this before you make a decision. Do not let Siegel or anyone force you to do what you do not want to do. You need to talk to someone that you trust. I hate to say this, someone that really knows you. Start from there, Tim. Get the facts. And then you look within yourself.
Pull. Governor. As in, state of Texas governor.
Yeah. Pull! That kind of governor.
What happened to Stewart?
A video was sent to Bill Siegel's office showing Stewart and some hooker. I've seen enough of it to know that it's a big deal.
Damn. I thought that jackass was going to be our next governor.
Yeah, well, Bill's gonna get him to drop out of the race. And he's asked me to be the new Republican candidate for governor.
And you thought you had a target on your back when we were deployed in Afghanistan. But you're going to look like a walking bullseye running for governor in this state. Hell, the rednecks don't shoot you first. The liberal media, and they're going to barbecue you. You got some conservative ideas. Pull! Why do you want to run for governor anyway?
'Cause I think I can make a difference. Politicians are doing everything they can to destroy this country. Political correctness has turned into a national disease, and nobody wants to take personal responsibility. Politicians tell the voters what they want to hear. And once in office, they do nothing.
And you think you can change any of that?
You doubt me?
I believe in you, Tim. Hell, I wouldn't be standing here if it weren't for you. A lot of us wouldn't. What's your next move?
Well, Bill's set up a meeting with his political action committee. And if they go with the plan, and Bill says they will, then I'll get the Republican Party nomination. I've seen that look before.
Just make sure that they leave that meeting thinking that they can control you. They'll learn otherwise. Big donors don't put money into politics unless they think that they're going to get something back. You gonna tell him about Afghanistan?
I hadn't planned on it.
It's your call. Just keep me posted. I got your six.
Pull!
Herbert told me that Capra uses poor judgment. I told him he was wrong. He's nothing but an ignorant bastard. It's funny because it's true. I didn't know you knew Capra that well. It takes most people a lot longer to figure out he's an ignorant bastard.
Mr. Bay?
Mr. Siegel, good to be here.
Get that door for you.
We don't love you so much, but we do love your money.
You're not the only one.
Thanks again for coming, Mr. Bay. Your chair is the empty one. Gentlemen, I give you Mr. Tim Bay.
Good evening, gentlemen.
He is American born. His parents are from Sierra Leone, Harvard University, graduated cum laude, has a distinguished military career, and has worked for me for over 15 years, rising through the ranks to become my head of oil and gas. In light of the scandal we have facing us, I want to replace my nephew, Stuart Segal, with Mr. Bay for governor of Texas. Now, Mr. Bay, the gentlemen in your presence are Mr. Brian Hightower, Mr. Sam Henderson, Mr. James Fogle, Mr. Charles Capra, and Henry D. Ringo. These are the men that own a big pot of Texas, and I don't mean figuratively. No, I mean literally. And to have them gathered in the same room is tantamount to possessing the Holy Grail and a chance to drink from it. Meaning, you have just bought yourself one hell of a political life to possibly last you an eternity. That is, if these kind gentlemen approve you as our new candidate.
With no disrespect to Mr. Bay here, are you kidding me? A black Texas governor? I don't think there's ever been a black candidate for governor in this state.
You're right. Never has been.
Gentlemen, I have a plan. If we are successful with Mr. Bay, he will make a great governor and maybe even president someday. We should be celebrating this moment. We are, all of us at this moment in time, we are ahead of our time.
Brilliant, Bill. That's a brilliant plan. I have no problem with Tim's color. I think Texas is actually ready for a minority governor. It will probably even be a positive. But I do have a problem.
What's that?
Look at him. He has no political experience whatsoever. He is truly wet behind the ears.
You have a point, and it's something worth addressing. However, we will have him under our wing until the election process is over and done with.
But he's a natural-born Democrat. Are you willing to convert to Republicanism, Mr. Bay?
Well, honestly, I'm not sure of your demands or even if I'm able to live with Mr. Ringo. But if I could, I'd go as far right as you would want me to go, as long as it doesn't wipe the black off my skin.
You know, Mr. Bay, I like that. With your background and experience, who knows? He might just be electable.
In that case, gentlemen, you should follow me to the smoking room. I want to tell you more about Mr. Bay. How he has the moxie to sell himself to the media and be the possible first black Texas governor. And I truly believe he can do the job, gentlemen. Mr. Bay.
So, how'd the meeting with those rich white boys go?
They were surprised, to say the least. Sure, he had them won over long before I even walked in the door.
He's not about to back a candidate he doesn't think they will get behind or control. Where are you headed now?
Well, I'm gonna go pick up Carol from school. And then Meg wants us at her monthly out of Africa dinner tonight.
Now you have to face that bunch? Good luck.
Now, this country's had a two-term black president. No reason Texas can't have their first black governor. You wrote the checks. I will keep your names out of it. I will put the pack together myself in case there is a backlash. I will let Texas watch me fall on my soul. Let's eat, guys.
My fellow Texans, thank you very much for joining me. I shall endeavor to be brief. While it has been my distinct privilege to seek the Republican nomination to be your next governor, it is with much regret that due to personal circumstances, I must announce I am withdrawing from the gubernatorial race. This is not a decision I take lightly. It is one I have contemplated extensively, but I do believe is in the best interest of my family. This is not a goodbye. I shall endeavor to serve the people of Texas as best I can in any way in the future. In the meantime, I have been informed by the Texas Republican Committee that they have chosen my replacement, Mr. Tim Bay. I know Mr. Bay, known him for many years, and he's a good man. And if elected governor, I do believe will be a great governor.
Thank you all for being here. It is such an honor and a privilege to have all of you in my home. We are so honored to have you as friends.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us. It's a big day in American politics, especially here in Texas. The Lone Star State has a new candidate, Tim Bay. If elected, Bay would be the first black man to win the office in the state's history. His family is from Sierra Leone in West Africa. His supporters believe his win would be a political miracle and comparable to the presidential election in 2008 when Barack Obama was elected to office.
I have people looking for this woman.
No, she wants you out of the race. You're out.
It's a ransom game she's after. She's still not done with me.
What she made her first demand?
$1 million in a house in River Oaks.
Well, son, how much did you pay her to ride you? How much?
You know, I'm just gonna look for her myself.
No, you won't. You never cleaned up a mess in your whole life. You will pay your whore her $1 million. You will buy her her house. The family name must remain unsoiled. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? You had everything. A home, a wife, a future, and you blew it all on a $2 cunt. If you were my son, I'd cut your dick off. In fact, I might cut your dick off anyway if you don't tell me how much you paid her.
$100.
Sweet Jesus, you're dumber than I thought.
Yeah, you're no saint.
Son of a bitch. I am 65 years old. I've been married for 45 of those years. I've cheated on my wife for most of those 45 years. Now, you get a mistress. You pay her well to keep her. Or you pay a first-class hooker $5,000 for a weekend and be done with it. Not a $100 whore that puts you up shit creek. A $5 grand rent hooker has something to lose. Whores like the one you got have nothing to lose. So screw you, Stuart. There's a book in my study on marital infidelity. I wrote it. You should read it. Find out how it's done. Get out of my house.
Bill, did you hear that?
Oh my God, Marlene. Stuart just left.
God, Bill, is he dead?
Call 911.
It looks as though we have some breaking news. We have just been informed that the Republican frontrunner for governor, Stuart Sagal, has been found shot in front of the
Oh my
house
God.
of Bill Sagal,
Tim.
Stuart's uncle and major supporter. It's also being reported from unnamed sources that that fatal wound appears to be self-inflicted. Rumors surfaced a few days ago when Sagal failed to appear for 2 scheduled interviews and has been out of the public eye for over a week. We'll bring you more as we get more details.
Hey, Mandy.
Hey, Leah.
How's business?
Pretty slow.
Is Jimmy here?
He's on the back. By the way, he wanted you to check out the headlines.
Yeah, sure, thanks. What the hell he want? What is it? Well, can't you let me finish my morning coffee before hounding me, Jimmy? Yeah, I'm coming. I can't stand that bastard. I don't know how you work for him.
Me neither.
Let me go see what that bastard wants.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down, Lolita. Game is changing by the second.
What do you have here to smoke, Jimmy? I know you got something. So you don't have one already rolled in ready?
What, am I gonna do everything for you?
Guess I'm gonna have to do this every time I come in here.
Mandy, can I get some fresh coffee up here, please?
Got a lot.
Here you go.
It's morning, Jimmy. What are you drinking?
Pea and honey. Pour me some of that shit and get the hell out of here.
Well, that's a special order. You want yellow pea or green pea?
Are you done?
That's a good one, Mandy.
What I want you to do is meet with Bill Sagal and make him a new pitch.
Bill Sagal is a constrictor. He'll strangle us if we try to hit him for any real kind of cash. Hearing this grapevine, rumor is he shot his own nephew to keep a lid on all of this. I got a better plan.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it. She's here.
Who's here, Mr. Siegel?
The whore from Nacogdoches. See her? I recognize her from the video with Stewart.
Was her sitting on Stewart?
That's her. We gotta talk. Come here. Louis Jett did not put a stop to her. So she's looking at me, or she's looking at you as her next target. Now, that man with her, he's probably the one pushing her. He's probably her pimp.
How do you know these things, Mr. Siegel?
If you lived the kind of life I've lived, you just know stuff. You smell stuff coming at you. My money they're coming after. And now they have a tape on Stewart and that bitch having sex and this suicide thing. This scandal just got huge, pal.
So what do you want to do?
I'll deal with them. I'll wait for them to make the first move, then I'll strike.
You are talking as if you are a snake, Mr. Siegel.
I am a snake, pal. In my infinite Zen-like patience, I am a snake. I'll be waiting. My guess now is they'll be coming after you, Mr. Bay.
Me? Why me?
Because you're now the Republican frontrunner for governor. But they've seen you and me together at the press conferences and what have you, so they know our setup. You need to be smart. But I have something much bigger, much more valuable than mine, Mr. Bay.
What is this something on your mind, Mr. Siegel? I don't want to be snared too deeply.
Oh, Mr. Bay, you're already snared very deeply. I love cemeteries.
Right. I understand, Mr. Goodwin. The times. Yes. Miss Evans is in a meeting. Yes, again. I assure you she's received all of your previous messages and will get back to you when she's available. Right. Thank you. Mr. Bay, Miss Evans is expecting you. He's here, Helen.
Mr. Bay.
Tim, please.
Follow me, Tim.
Was that Mr. Bay?
Well, they seemed happy to see me.
I don't want to get too wound up in all that. They would applaud a goddamn billy goat right now as long as it means they still have a job. Listen, Tim. We dodged a bullet with Stewart's fiasco. He had it all and he threw it away for a one-night fling with a hooker. The hell was he thinking? I do not understand, men. Bill promised he'll do whatever it takes to minimize the damage. Your campaign cannot suffer because of this. Are we on the same page here? All right, well, we're going to hit the ground running and fast. Don't make any plans for the next month without checking with me first. I do not plan on coming in second. Have your resume here. Marine Corps, combat veteran, 2 tours in Afghanistan. I think we should set up some interviews to get you out in the
I'm
public.
not going to exploit what I did over there. It was my job. I did what I had to do, that's it. I'm not going to allow it to be some sort of fodder for the press.
Well, we can discuss it later. I do know your military experience is going to come in handy because running for political office is a lot like war, Tim. Winning this election is our only objective, and it's going to be an uphill battle every step of the way. Are you with me?
Well, you're in charge of this campaign, and I will follow. However, no one's putting words in my mouth. The voters will accept me or reject me the way I am.
Let's make a deal, shall we? I can package the right image of Governor Tim Bay for the Texas voters. But you have to deliver on those votes. Understand?
Deal.
I'll have a staffer show you to your office.
One of the things that you will learn about me in the coming months is why I'm running as a Republican when I've been a Democrat most of my life. Well, the answer is simple. Those 2 words are too confining and confusing, and the meaning of them has changed so much over the last 50 years. that they are meaningless descriptions. I believe in the integrity.
He's gaining a lot of traction. The media is giving him $1 billion worth of free publicity. They love this guy. Go figure. In the meantime, Bill Sagal is over on a ranch, chowing down on armadillo flesh and drinking warm beer, gloating over the success of his candidate.
What's your point?
My point is, you got a ton of options.
What about I find a way to do this Tim Bay like I did Stuart Sagal?
Nah. You know what? You're out of your league in this department.
Why?
I got a better idea. I say we kidnap Tim Bay's kid, get $1 million, and we cut the kid loose.
You must be out of your rabbit-ass mind, Jimmy. We have enough as it is to crack him. Stick with it, and the feds won't come around here snooping like they would on the kidnapping. Okay, listen. You want to try to get some kind of cash from Sagal on the video? Have at it. But a kidnapping? Now that's the craziest shit you ever came up with, and I want no parts of that crap, so count me out. Because if you think you're about to make me an accomplice to kidnapping, you got a second thing coming, Jimmy. You got a second thing coming.
We'll see.
All right, we'll see.
That's $1 million. Mm-hmm. You're sitting in New Zealand. Think about that.
I am Tim Bay, and I approve of this message. The note says that you have 48 hours before the video of her and Stewart makes YouTube. It looks like they're continuing to threaten with this blackmail they started with Stewart.
I'm looking for someone to pay these people off.
Why? For what reason?
Why?
What traction would a video of him and this floozy get these people? If you want me to meet up with them and tell them that to their faces, then I'll be happy to do it.
I'm not just thinking about me, I'm thinking about Anna, Stewart's wife. I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking that if this comes out, it's going to spill over on your chance to win this race. That's what I'm thinking. I want you to take this briefcase. $50,000 cash in here and a 9mm Glock. You'll need it.
You were shooting like there weren't any BBs in those shells. What's going on?
Yeah. Have a look at this.
Holy shit.
Payoff money Sagal gave me. $50,000 to be exact. He was contacted by Jimmy Sloan, trying to blackmail him. Now the Stewart's gone. I could pay him off. Scare him off. He probably wouldn't care if I just killed the bastard.
And the Glock?
That's the other option.
For what?
To scare him off.
Just scare him. Look, man, we've killed before. That was war. This is a civilian. He's a straight thug. Why you want to get involved in this?
I got a roll, mate.
Let me take care of this Jimmy Sloan guy.
Appreciate the offer, but I can handle this. Besides, I promised Sagal that I would, and I will.
Mr. Bay, come in, please.
Thanks.
This way.
Megan and I are so sorry for your loss. Stuart was a great friend of mine who's helped me for so many years. What can I do for you?
Please have a seat.
Tim, you knew Stuart for many years, and now you're most likely the front runner for this great office. An office that Stuart was planning on holding until recently when he told me of his plans to just withdraw from it all, with no explanation. And then the next day I see him on TV just withdrawing from the race. Okay. Maybe I can understand why he would want to keep our pristine lives out of the public eye with all the media scrutiny. But I don't know what happened. I'm hoping that you can tell me, Tim, why an otherwise sensible man would just up and shoot himself in the head. His uncle, Bill Sagal, the designer of my husband's fades over the years, couldn't or wouldn't tell me why Stuart shot himself. There were no telltale signs of any suicidal thoughts. Do you know anything, Mr. Bay? Let me tell you something that may make this conversation easier for you, Tim. At the funeral, I saw you and Bill Sagal looking at a woman in a red dress. And you were both talking to each other as you were looking at her. I know who that woman is. She's one of Stuart's old girlfriends. So if anything you have to say has to do with her, you don't have to hide anything.
Stuart contacted Bill Sagal and told him that he was being blackmailed twice, actually. Wants to get him to drop out of the race, which he did. And she tried again to get cash and a home.
Julia Bonamassa was blackmailing my husband, and she drove him to commit suicide. She'll be after you next. I can tell you how to find her and the man behind her. His name is Cabrisi. Tony Cabrisi. Call him. He knows where to find this hell-hoven she-hound. He used to work for me, keeping an eye on my husband as a favor. He's my brother, but I guess he just missed this one.
What are you drinking?
Can you tell Mr. Caprisi that Tim Bay is here?
All right, Mr. Bay. I'll be getting for you.
Tell you what, get us a couple shots. Thanks. Mr. Tim Bay coming from Anna Sagal. I talked to Anna just before you got here. Drink up, it's on the house. Cheers. God, it's like Christmas. So, I'm gonna make this quick, because I gotta get back to my paperwork. Anna's my sister. And if it wasn't for that no-good scum of a husband who was going around sticking it to whores of a lesser degree, I had to do something about it. But first, I wanted to beat the living shit out of him.
Easy, Caprisi. Need your help.
Julia Bonamassa works with this cold-hearted slug named Jimmy Sloan. He owns a crappy diner. Taught her everything. How to palm a card, roll a trick, how to spike a drink. Now, guess he's taught her the blackmail game. You want Jimmy to cockmaster Sloan. He runs a two-bit outfit on the edge of town. I'm giving you 2 addresses. Good luck.
Now, what are you gonna do with that?
I'm gonna put that right here.
Sit down.
Oh, I know you. That's right. I saw you at the funeral, Stuart Sagal. I saw you on TV, too, doing your speech for the governor. What do you want from me?
I got a message for you, Jimmy.
Is that right?
For you and that bitch, Lolita. You listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Back off, Bill Sagal. And that little blackmailing scheme you got going on, it's over. Done. You understand me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play me, man. If you contact Bill Sagal again or any member of his family, it'll be the end of you and Lolita.
I see what's going on here. You're confusing me with someone else. It's a simple mistake. Well, let me tell you something. Ah, shit!
You're not listening to me.
You black son of a bitch!
Well, let's not get personal, Jimmy. And you're making this personal. If I wanted you dead, then this conversation would be over, right? There won't be any more messages, Jimmy. Leave Bill Sagal alone. You got that?
Shit. Yeah, it's me. Listen, that plan I was telling you about? Yeah, get Bay, get Carol Bay. All right? Move on it fast. I want you to bring her over to the cafe. I want Manuel to guard her until we get that money. All right? Call me when you get her. We're gonna see who gets who. All right there, big fella?
Right now, Texas is falling in love with Team Bay. The black horse, no pun intended, he is doing everything right. If the elections were today, it is the opinion of this network that Team Bay will be living in the governor's mansion come January. And it appears he'll win in a landslide. But it's not just the opinion of this network. Let's see what the people think. Come with me. Good morning, you guys. Let me ask you, what are your thoughts about the election?
I gotta say, I'm really excited about this election.
Of course. I think it'll be great to have a black governor in Texas for a change.
I hope, as you get to know me, you will appreciate my honesty and my sincerity. And find enough reason on the positive side of the ledger to vote for me. Thank you. Hello.
It's me, Carol. I've been kidnapped.
Carol. Has anyone hurt you? Carol?
Manuel!
Just get my daughter back. Get my daughter back. Where the hell do you think you're going?
To stay here. I know who's behind this. Where's my daughter? Take me.
Who is it? Manuel. Come on in. What's the matter?
It's the cafe. What? El hombre se... The man. He take it out to his daughter. And he burned it down to the cafe.
What?
Black son of a...
Hey.
What?
Watch yourself now.
He fucking shoots me, burns down the fucking place. What do you want me to do? Sit here and sing?
Look at you. Mr. Big League got his building burned down.
Give him a fucking beer. Shit.
What the hell he need a beer for?
You take it on the road with me.
He got your damn building burned down.
I gotta think. All right. Damn it. All right, thank you. Damn it. Yeah, real funny.
I ain't got time for this now.
Not now. Let me think.
Look here, Jimmy. This thing's gotten way out of control. You better get a handle on all of this.
Sit down, Jimmy.
Sit your ass down, Jimmy.
If there ever was gonna be a kidnapping, should have called us. You could have snatched that girl up, taken her to the grind, and hidden away.
Now, what do you want from us? We ain't gonna be able to clean the shit up you're piling up, so.
How did he find my place?
Don't forget, Jimmy, you got to messing with a man supposed to be one of the richest in Texas. He got people willing to kill for him. And I done told your ass about this big league shit you want to wrap yourself in. Now look at you. Almost got your dumb ass shot to death.
Shut your trap, Lolita. You don't even know who Wiley and Puma are. They're the ones that started this arm twisted business in the first place. They are big time. And besides, I am big time.
Whatever you say.
Now, fellas, all right, there's some big money to be made here. I need a new strategy. That ballsy African shot me, and then he burned down my place.
Hey, just calm down, Jimmy. Now, we owe you one anyways. We'll take care of him. He'll leave you alone, trust me. Now, this is a freebie. Next time, you call us before you get to kidnapping. Okay?
Jimmy. When you gonna learn? You not big time.
It's a good thing they're on the payroll, huh?
I know he's out there planning his revenge. He's gonna make another move.
So you say you did this all on your own? You burned this place down? What the hell did you do that for?
What was happening that day reminded me too much of combat. And yeah, I know I got carried away. If that man finds out where I live, he's going to come and burn my house down.
He might.
And if we try to escape, he's going to have his goons cut us down. That's what I see coming.
Well, maybe you and your wife should come stay with us at the ranch. Maybe you should drop out of the race.
I'm not running from my house. And I'm not going to drop out of that race. I got a plan, Mr. B.
Got a plan?
With Jimmy and his goons coming to my home, I'll be ready.
What kind of plan you got, Mr. Bay?
You want to tell me why you dragged me down here?
I'm Detective James, my partner Detective Hooker. So, tell us, why did we find your card on the body of 2 cops that were just shot in a man's home? And we understand from Mr. Bay that these cops may be working for you. You care to explain that?
Before you start saying anything, you need to understand that there are cops outside this interrogation room waiting to unravel both your lives if we don't get the truth out of here. So tell me, why did we find your card in the dead cop's pocket?
Wiley and Puma are good friends of mine for a real long time. That's why you found my card.
Can you make it fast? I got things to do.
You better start talking right now.
I ain't gotta do nothing. 'Cause I got a fucking alibi.
Oh yeah? What's your fucking alibi?
You can talk to my lawyers.
It says the 2 cops we just find just happen to be your friend, and you know their names.
And we know you're lying. Because we know you have cops on your payroll, dirty cops. So you better start talking right now, or I will release you out there and you won't last 24 hours on the streets.
You ain't got shit on me! I got an alibi and you know it!
Bullshit! Your alibi holds as much water as an Mississippi.
Good afternoon, Texas. My name is Bill Sagal, and I'm one of the supporters of Tim Bay for governor. Go ahead, let it rip. Last night, 2 armed men tried to assassinate Mr. Bay at his home. Why they made this attempt is not yet known, but Mr. Bay did defend himself. Both these men ended up dead. Mr. Bay is committed to this race and has no intention of withdrawing. But from this point forward, until this election is over, he will have protection. The taxpayers will not be footing the bill. We want to reaffirm our support of this man, and I want to put everyone on notice. Whoever is responsible for hiring these gunmen will be found and will be prosecuted. And today, I and the major supporters of the Republican Party of Texas reaffirm our support for Mr. Bay. The one you qualified to move this state of ours into the next political realm. This is a long.
Lolita, you want a beer?
Yeah. Grab my smokes while you at it.
Thank you very much.
What you make of that, Jimmy? Look, he got some of the richest men behind him. You got to lay off him now. Put it down.
You know what? I don't know what to make of that. Sent Wiley and Puma over there to get him? What do you think killed him?
I really don't know. But it doesn't look as if he has the kind of kahunas to take both Wiley and Puma out in any kind of a gunfight. Look at the man, Jimmy. Just look at him. He ain't got it.
You're right. Who the hell killed him?
When you find out, let me know.
You know, he's due over at the Hilton West Chase sometime tomorrow.
Yeah, we're clear.
Good.
Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's good.
Mr. Bay, can I get you to sign here for me, please? Thank you, Mr. Bay. I'll get these to discharge. Do you have anyone here to drive you home?
I'll be driving him home.
I need to ask you to wait.
No, it's all right.
You know this man?
Yeah, he's my bodyguard.
Now, if that were true, you wouldn't be sitting in here.
It should just be a few more minutes, okay, Mr. Bay?
You okay?
Fortunately. Could have been a hell of a lot worse, though. They had a delay on the explosives. Guess they didn't get their training in the military. Sure.
I heard they caught the guy on the way in here. The store's getting a lot of national and local coverage.
Well, if they hadn't heard about me before, they will now.
Open season on the first black gubernatorial candidate. The media's having a field day.
The media's the least of my problems. They had 2 attempts on my life. Hell, they even came looking for me at my own house. But I was ready for them. I set up a perimeter defense around the house, and I waited. I left the doors unlocked. It was perfect. I walked right into a trap and didn't even see it coming.
What's wrong with you, man? Do you hear yourself? You're talking like you're back in Afghanistan.
I know what I'm doing.
You need to get out of this race. Today. While you're still in one piece.
No.
You're still going to that mayor's event at his house.
I'm not hiding from anyone. Besides, at that event, there'll be wall-to-wall HPD officers.
All right, Mr. Bay, let's get you home.
I'm still not feeling much better about that.
Thanks.
Son of a bitch walks into my house and kicks ass. In my house, in my Texas. I got good money says that this son of a bitch can't get away with that shit. House 50 grand.
$100,000.
Hey, look, if he's gonna be at the mayor's house, it is easy pick.
If it's easy pickings, why don't you guys cut me a fucking deal then?
This is the deal. We're the best at what we do. We eliminate targets from a long distance. We rewrote the tenets on sharpshooting. 100K. We'll eliminate him after his last supper.
All right, give me a couple of days to get the money up. I'll call you back.
Asshole.
Yeah, I want you guys to pick up Mr. Bay tonight at 6. He's due at the mayor's residence for dinner at 7. Houston police want to use one of their own for this trip. So I'll send you over his contact info. We got an anonymous tip that another attempt to take this guy out is about to take place.
Black governor, my ass. Call Rico. Pick him up on the way. Tell him to bring a shotgun for help.
Assassination attempt in Houston, Tim Bay appears unstoppable on every front. He's pulling in amazing support from the people of Texas and has attracted national media attention in light of the recent attacks on his life. Candidate Bay's conservative agenda appears right in step with the majority of Texas voters polling in his favor.
Coffee, Mimi? Good God, what the hell are you doing? The next time I see you, you're gonna be in a body bag.
Relax. I'm sitting here trying to figure this thing out. All these attempts on my life. They're not driven by a bunch of racists.
Maybe it starts with why you were picked as candidate in the first place.
Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, brother.
You're qualified. No question. But remember that one common factor that we discuss. It's in every political campaign.
Money.
Damn straight, lots of it. Millions of dollars flowing into your campaign. Where does it all go? Follow the money.
Yeah, you're right.
Did you hear that, Mimi?
What was that, hun?
Well, Tim here just admitted that I was right about something. I'm worried about you, brother. Any idea where to start?
Tony Caprese. Siegel and I have a meeting with him tonight. And that's where I'll start.
So now tell me, what's changed, Mrs. Siegel, if anything?
Times have changed, Tony. Times have changed.
So, what can I help you boys with?
Why don't you track these two down for me?
Yep. The boys go on home. I know where to find them. I'll bring them to you. Just don't expect a pretty sight when that happens. When a man is awarded the black belt after a hard period of training, that man is said to be teachable. He can pass through glass. And for the heck of it, he won't even need a gun. Even in what could arguably turn into a gunfight. So, get your asses out of bed. It's showtime. Come on.
Let me get my pants.
No, no, Jimmy, no. As you are. Come on, let's go. Come on. Jimmy? See these guys? Yeah. You know who they are? Yeah. See, you're here because of them. They don't like what the fuck you gotta say? Well, you can say goodbye to the boys.
That's enough, Tony, that's enough.
He's got 3 strikes against him already. 3 strikes against my family.
What are you saying?
It's not me, Bill. I'm worried about my family.
Mr. B, you got more on the line. And if I'm reading you correctly, you want this man killed right here, right now. Am I correct?
What was your role in the mayor's office? In the attack on my life? In my home?
I'm a dying man. What the fuck?
Shut the hell up, Tony.
What'd you expect me to do? You shot me? You fucking burned down my place? What'd you expect me to do? I didn't have any other cheeks to turn.
No other cheeks to turn. That's funny.
That is funny.
And are we supposed to forget that you kidnapped his daughter? And you blackmailed my nephew literally to death?
This is business, Jimmy.
If we kill this man, we gotta kill a woman. And I hate killing a woman. I always feel bad when I gotta kill a broad. This is the guy we got the beef with.
Hold on. Did you not give me this gun to track this son of a bitch down?
I did.
Okay, to kill him? So what's changed?
My disposition.
Well, let him stay here until after the election is over.
Well, who's gonna look over him?
I say Tony.
I got a business to run. I did my part.
Yeah, he did his part.
So why don't you get one of your cigarellis look after him?
Cigarelli. I'll meet you in the car. Tony.
Sure.
Let him go. Take him back. Tell him I did him a favor.
You got it, Mr. Sagal. Tell you this. You are one lucky son of a bitch. It's like God smiled down on you once again, didn't he? Fuck you. Everybody always talks up. Just before they die. You were fucking brilliant, okay? Listen, I'm so sorry I had to do it this way. I had to make it look good for Mr. Bay. I think you bought it.
How much are we getting paid for this one shenanigans, Tony? Bill Sagal has no shame killing people to swindle his rich friends.
Listen, $200,000, okay?
That's it?
We split it
You've got to be kidding me.
between $40 a barrel for oil and his gambling debts. That's all the man's got. Trust me. Listen, in that room, I got a bottle of vodka. You guys, go get cleaned up. Go enjoy the vodka.
Make it tequila and wire the money to my account.
Jimmy.
Are you still talking to?
Oh my God, leave him up there, please. Oh, goodness.
Mr. Bay called me last night, asking a lot of questions about you.
I'm listening.
Think maybe he's starting to figure out what this whole thing's all about.
I did a good job of calling his bluff last night. I didn't think he had it in him to kill in cold blood, and I was right. Can you believe he burned Jimmy's place down? That's gonna cost plenty to replace. Listen, Tony. I pay you and Jimmy Sloan a ton of money to take care of things for me, don't I? And to stay eternally quiet about it, am I right? And if you want more, I wanted to pay you more for your part in the game. Say so now, and I will pay you the extra, because I'm dependent on you, pal.
Could you please tell me what this whole fucking swindle is all about? Because I'm dying to know.
Well, it started out pretty simple. You gave me the idea when you told me about Stewart's old affair with Julia Bonamassa. You give my 10,000 bucks that Bonamassa bitch to Stewart, and that gets me the millions of dollars left over from that campaign. Then I start thinking, I'll use Tim Bay to be the shill candidate so I get that money from that campaign too. What do you think? Then Jimmy starts to think, probably not his strong suit, that he can turn the tables on me, blackmail me. Not gonna happen, pal. It was always about the money, Tony. And if you had the kind of money I used to have, the prospect of suddenly not having it, it's the scariest thing in the world. Nothing even comes close. That is the battle I've been fighting, and I have no regrets. I got 20 million from one group with Stewart and more from another group with Bay. Bay was supposed to fall on his face. I had no idea the media would make a rock star out of this guy. That money I raised and held back didn't really make a difference. I'm starting to think he can get elected, and maybe I won't have to spend another dime, but this whole thing is looking like it's gonna work out for me, even though it isn't working out the way I planned, you know what I mean?
Jimmy, he's a chameleon. I mean, you already gotta replace his restaurant that Bay burned down. You know, I mean, he's gonna want more and more. He's not gonna go away cheap like this Julia Bonamassa.
You're right. This thing ain't going anywhere unless we do away with Jimmy. Simple as that. 200,000? I will give you that to do away with Jimmy.
What's so important, Tony, that it can't wait till tomorrow morning? I'm getting ready to kick it with Lolita here.
Like hell we is.
Okay.
Who is that?
Tony.
Is he coming here?
No. Put your clothes on. We're going to see him.
All right now.
What's the old man want this time?
I'm leaving now. You got a busy schedule tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm headed out of here in a few minutes.
Get some rest. We're getting close. Hey. Governor Bay. I like the sound of that. Better get used to it.
And I like your confidence, Helen. Good night. What's so urgent that you would call this late?
Bill Sagal finally gave the order.
What?
Jimmy Sloan and Lolita.
And what does that mean? Tony?
Must be something pretty important you drag me out here this late.
I got a call from Tony Caprisi about an hour ago. Says that Sagal gave him the order.
The order for what?
Jimmy and Lolita.
Tony killed him.
Yeah, I believe so.
Sagal's covering up his tracks, cleaning up his mess. Son of a bitch is killing off all his witnesses. God knows what he's got going on.
But why? I mean, what's his end game?
It's time you let me take care of this.
And what does that mean?
It means Caprisi is a hammer for Sagal. It means there's been 3 attempts on your life. It means there won't be another.
I can't drag you into this. Not this way.
It's not your choice. You dragged 4 of us out of that building in Afghanistan, took one to the chest to save the team, to save us. That was a choice. Yours. This is a choice. Mine. We take care of one another, Tim. That's what we do. Simplify.
You don't owe me anything. You would have done the same for me.
You're right. And I am. Look, I'm just gonna talk to this crazy guy. I already got a file on him. I'll find out what's going on.
There appears to be a body of a deceased man in the automobile just a few feet behind me. Now, at first glance, it seems as if he has suffered a fatal head wound, but I'm not able to confirm the identity of the deceased man. The police are holding on to this information until the next of kin can be notified. Our sources have also indicated that the dead man left a suicide note outlining the details of a swindle evidently perpetrated by Mr. Bill Sagal himself, who, as you can see behind us, has been put under arrest here at his ranch. We will bring you further details of this situation as we learn more.
Never figured Tony for suicide. Did you meet with him?
Yeah.
And?
Tony confessed that Sagal schemed to milk Stewart's campaign funds, planning to do the same thing for you. Sagal paid Lolita to screw Stewart, assassination attempts, all of it. Even set you up with $50,000. I guess he figured Jimmy would kill you off. He has balls. Give him that. Hell of a plan.
Tony said all of that.
I said he confessed.
Right.
Okay. I may have given him some encouragement. It didn't take much. Look, Tony knew it wasn't going to go down any other way.
Listen to the radio on the way over here. Police said that they found tapes in Tony's car. Now, you wouldn't happen to know anything about that.
Tony gave me the tapes. Like, it was conversations with Sagal outlining everything. Look, maybe he recorded the tapes to cover his own ass. Or maybe to blackmail Sagal, someone further on down the road. It doesn't matter now, does it? Our conversation ends now. But it's for your own good. Those guys, they got exactly what they deserve, and you know it. Just let it be. You've got one thing to concern yourself with. Winning. And call that reporter from the Times and tell her what went down in Afghanistan. People need heroes for leaders, now more than ever. You owe them the truth. You owe it to yourself.
Excuse me. What's going on, Ellen?
Data from the exit polls are strong, Tim. Really strong.
Well, you did say earlier that you didn't plan on coming in second place.
That's right. I know I may be a bit rough around the edges at times, but in this job, you are only as good as your last election results. You did good, Tim. Real good.
Thanks. You too, Ellen. Although it was a bit of a challenge at times.
That is an understatement. I said politics is a lot like war. In this case, it literally was. Still can't believe what happened to you. It's a miracle we're having this conversation right now. And your family, God, you are either very lucky or it's destiny. I prefer to think it's destiny. And hard work, a lot of hard work.
A breaking news alert just came on, and looks like they're about to call the election.
Oh, one more thing. When questions arise, and they will, about Tony Cabrisi and Bill Sagal, deflect them. Defer to the police. It's their job, not yours. The latest I heard is Tony Cabrisi's death wasn't a suicide.
Yeah. I heard that.
The new governor of Texas is Republican candidate Tim Bay. He survived 3 assassination attempts and overcame one of his supporters embezzling his campaign funds. This is an historic election. Mr. Bay's parents were born in Sierra Leone, and he will become the first Black governor ever elected in Texas. Many voters who were on the fence say they crossed over to Tim Bay's side when it was revealed last week that he was awarded the Silver Star during his tour in Afghanistan. While many political candidates tout their accomplishments, Bay had sworn his family and his platoon to secrecy about the award. However, a reporter for the New York Times discovered it last week. Interesting to note, almost 20% of voters in exit interviews said they wish they were voting for Mr. Bay for president. Maybe voters will get that opportunity with Mr. Bay's political future.
That son of a bitch ever decides to run for president, I'll shoot him myself.